Happy Earth Day, April 22nd, 2020. Today was supposed to be the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and the COVID pandemic has kind of taken the focus off of the celebration of Earth Day, but ironically, the Earth is actually getting a break because of COVID-19. For those of you who don't know about Earth Day, it's an annual celebration. It's around the world, and it's about protecting the environment and really, looking at the planet Earth, Mother Earth, and Gaia, like this beautiful place that we are fortunate enough to live on, and how do we protect it and keep it here for many, many, many generations to come. April 22nd was chosen because at the time, back in 1970, they thought that it was going to keep college kids engaged because it was after spring break, before finals, and before graduation. So that's how they actually chose the first day to be a Wednesday in 1970. Julian Koenig was I think he was in the advertising world and was an advisor to Senator Gaylord Nelson's organizing committee. And they were looking for names for what they were going to call this day. And it was a day to focus on the planet. So initially they called it National Environmental Teach-In Day, which I don't think was very catchy. I certainly wouldn't have remembered it. And Koenig coined the term Earth Day because it happened to be Koenig's birthday. He was born April 22nd, 1921. And he thought it was kind of catchy because it rhymed Earth Day, birthday. And he liked the rhyme. It was obvious, it was logical, it stuck. It also happened to fall on the birthday of John Muir, who was a big conservationist. There were some conspiracy theorists because it was also Lenin's birthday. It was the 100th anniversary of his birthday. And so it had a lot of birthdays around the Earth Day thing. So now you're going to say, okay, well, how does this all fit in with me? Well, on April 22nd, 1970, I distinctly remember coming down to breakfast and having my dad, who was very sharp and witty, greet me with happy birthday, Beth Day, Earth Day, because there was no coincidence. It was my 8th birthday. Yes, I was born on the day that became Earth Day, and hence my connectedness to the planet and to Sedona and to everything else. And that connectedness was huge when I was young because my girlfriends, Emily and Lee Ellen and Margaret and Darby and Amy, and we're all still friends. We were just on a Zoom call last night. We started an organization called KTA, Kids Taking Action. We had green t-shirts with white letters in block KTA, and we went around our town and we did environmental things like my dad bought a bunch of bricks and we put bricks in everybody's toilet tanks to save water. We cleaned up parks. We did a play. Julie Aiken's mom helped us paint all of the scenery. We did a play about taking care of the environment and cleaning up after ourselves and not polluting. And so I really think I was way ahead of the curve back then because we were 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and by the time we got into high school, KTA had dissolved. But the point is we cared about the planet, and beginning with Earth Day back then, it was our opportunity to look very differently at our planet and where we live and how we really need to keep it clean and keep it safe and think about the environment. So it's interesting numerologically, and if you are into numerology at all, 4/22/2020, which is Earth Day today, is 444, which is a number that's always been very special to me because when I was writing my book, I would wake up every morning at 4:44. And I found out through some research that 4:44 is the hour of the angels, and it's a very angelic time, and it's a message from the universe. So when I looked it up for this, 444 endeavors to inspire others to plan for the future, doing things according to established procedure, focus on the tasks at hand, and to take security seriously. And I say with COVID, that means stay home, stay safe, and don't go out in public unless you need to until this pandemic is under control. What does 444 mean spiritually? It's an angelic number that signifies a higher purpose. And I think Earth Day this year, the higher purpose is really focusing back on the planet and focusing on the things that we can control. It stands for honesty and health and determination and success and inner wisdom, intuition and confidence. And those are all things that I think are things that we all aspirate, are aspirations of ours in our lives. And it's a number that repeats itself in sequence. It's designed to get your attention, to wake you up, and it did wake me up. It woke me up, and it still wakes me up now. I still wake up at 4:44, and I think it's because my second book is wanting to be published, and I'm just not working hard enough on it. It's a really powerful number. So 444, 4/22/2020 is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. So it was supposed to be the great global cleanup. It was supposed to be the entire planet was supposed to get together and do things. And I think COVID got us together. I think we're going to have a new collective consciousness. We're going to have a new, I don't want to call it a world order, but we're going to have a new way of doing and thinking and seeing things globally as opposed to isolated in tiny little pockets of the world, because no area in this world is going to be spared death and change in healthcare and change in how we do everything and change in how we see everything. The Earth Challenge 2020 was supposed to engage 1 million citizens to collect 1 million data points looking at air quality, water quality, pollution, and human health. I think we're going to have more than 1 billion data points, because what's going to come out of COVID is all the things, all the ways that we were able to improve the air quality and improve the water quality because we weren't polluting and we weren't doing things that with all the businesses shut down. So I think as, the fact that the 50th anniversary events are canceled or are going to be virtual, it's going to be very eco-friendly for the planet. It's my 59th birthday, so I plan on spending the day away from work, unless we are repurposed, as all my colleagues are. I'm a breast cancer surgeon, but I may be repurposed as an ICU doctor or as a intensive care line specialist or a triage doctor. So if I'm not repurposed on April 22nd, which I don't believe is going to be the surge yet in Arizona, my plan is to be home. I'm going to connect with the earth. I'm going to hike. I'm going to rub my feet barefoot into the red rocks to really ground myself into the planet. I'm going to give a lot of gratitude to the world for being here and being alive at this time, and looking at our planet recovering from this COVID crisis by being able to, breathe clean air again and to be able to have clean water and to let the earth, I guess, breathe again. It's kind of ironic that a disease that's taking away the breath of the humans on the planet is actually giving the planet a chance to breathe. And so the other thing I plan to do on my birthday to celebrate Earth Day is to do good things for other people that are less fortunate than me. And that may mean grocery shopping for some of my elderly patients. It may mean volunteering to do something within my health system to help other people. But every one of you should get out on Earth Day and do something extraordinary for the earth, something to show your gratitude for being healthy, whole, and complete. And I look forward to celebrating many, many more Earth Days on April 22nd in the future.